how do you go about attracting in good people? Because especially where we are, there is a bit of a shortage for good quality tradies. There's plenty out there, but actually attracting in good quality people. What would you suggest to be able to do that?
Look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get what you do. So if you have got, if you're not putting yourself out there as a business that runs professionally, that looks slick, and I'm not talking about having the best of the best vehicle and all of that, but I'm someone, you need to become someone who's respected in the industry and put yourself out there, but your name's got to be out and about. So whether you do that through your database of people, past clients, or whatever it may be, refer a friend type programs, they're all marketing strategies. But to get the right people in, you've got to be doing the right thing by your community. So I always say, people will always say, I just can't find good people. It's all the people's fault. Yes, there might be a shortage, but you want people banging down the door of your business to get into it.
Yeah.
So you've got to think about what is it that you're putting out to the community that's helping you to put your best foot forward. So that's personal branding. Are you putting yourself out there as a good sort of a bloke that people want to work for? Have you got a good reputation in the industry? All that kind of thing. They're the main things. Looking in the mirror is the biggest thing, because you're only going to attract who you are. Which isn't like, tradies don't like to hear that when they come in here and they're like, oh, I'm churning through people. I go, well, guess whose problem that is? It's you. It is. I'm really sorry to say it, but clearly you're a shit person to work for. You're not valuing your people. You're not paying them enough, or you're not professional enough. So which is it? Is it a combination of all, or one or two? Which is it?
Yeah.
And they want to stand up and shut the door in my face. But once we work through and chip away at it, it actually turns things around.
So in saying that, what can you do to keep good people on? Like, what's good ways we can keep a good culture going? Do you have any suggestions? Or?
Well, you've got to know what your culture is in the first place. So one of the core sort of foundational things in mastery in your business is that you need to know what your core values are as the business owner. And then you need that to be translated on to your staff. And you need to be really passionate about that stuff. Now, passionate's a word I can't stand. It gets thrown around too much. But if I say, what are the things that really grind your gears if you feel like you've had some sort of a vicious assault against your value set, what are they? And people will go, oh, I can't stand liars. I can't stand messy people on the job site. And they'll get pretty disgruntled about it. Perfect, great. What's the opposite to that? I like a tidy job site. Rightio, so what's a value that might be attached to that? I like respectfulness for my client's property. So that might be one of the core values of your business, as an example. So you have to unpack all that for yourself first and realise what your own non-negotiables are, that you then translate to your staff and keep them managed from a performance perspective related to that. Yeah. So if you've got a guy and you haven't onboarded him properly, for example, and said to him, our core values are trust, respect, whatever, and but you haven't explained that respect means that we keep the job site clean at all times, and you wander onto the job site and this bloke's an absolute pig, again, that's on you as the business owner, because you haven't embedded your values into that person. Mm-hmm. So to keep them, because if people don't leave jobs, they leave managers.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
So if we haven't managed them properly and given them enough respect to communicate adequately with them, performance manage them, assumption is rife in the trades industry. Now, if you're a chippy, you come work for me. Most of the time I assume that you should know how to, straighten walls, and you should know how to do a fix out, blah, blah. But I come on the site and I start flipping my wig at you because, well, why aren't you doing what you should be able to do? It's because you haven't actually understood the person or set the expectation for them properly. So then if they do the right thing, you've got to reward and recognise. Not very good at that in the trades industry either. Not really good at high fives, chest bumps, pats on the back. Usually we'll do more of, you did a shit job at that, rather than, hey, what you did today was phenomenal and I'm really grateful that you did that. So it's a bit of giving them kudos, and also people want to increase their level of responsibility, and it doesn't necessarily have to come with money.